part in my life than I anticipated. The people I've met this year have taught me a lot, and I truly believe I've changed for the better. I've learned so much from the 23, 24 ITS officers who have inspired me to run as well, and I believe that with the family that I've felt included in here, I would hope that anyone else seeking to join theater feels the exact same way. I believe I can take responsibility and accountability when working with others and being able to work efficiently to a common goal. Theater has been mainly a lot of work, pretty fun, but thinking of how much we got yelled at during haunted house doesn't make me want to be an officer, but I think I could get over it. Being able to see what I've seen this last year and to know what is expected of me as an officer is encouraged me to wanting to step up. Theater has become a really important part in my daily life, and honestly, I do enjoy coming here, and I seek in my day to go to A4. Not all the time. Love you, Tiana. Charlie was awful. Don't kill me. And I would really love to step up my contribution for SMT any way I can, even if that means staying here, doing points. I'm willing to do it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ida F. If you don't know me, I'm in the UL production class, also in tech theater, and I feel like I'm experienced in tech and in theater, like both of them. So I feel like I can understand everyone's level where they're coming from. And coming in as a freshman, or if you're a sophomore right now, you might feel like you're not having a place in theater and you don't feel understood. And I feel like I was like that. I didn't feel like there was a family, but I feel like once I trusted the process and I went into it, I felt love, and I want to show that to everyone. Okay. And I also want to highlight next year, I want to be the person that you guys can come to for questions, because maybe you're scared to talk to directors because you don't know how they're going to react. But you can come to me. I got y'all. A question you want to ask Jernigan? Well, question you're asking, that's word off. If you want to ask Mark a question or the new director, you can ask me, because maybe you're too scared to ask him. Or if you're in the shop and don't know what to do, ask me and I'll help you out. I want to highlight that I'm going to be there to be inclusive with everybody. I'm not just here for guidance. I'm also here for comfort. And I really want to say that. I also have a pitch that I want to do next year, and I want to do workshops, like monologue workshops, stage fright workshops, so we can charge money or do volunteer hours if we want those points. Or I also want to do an idea box. Every ITS meeting, we're going to have a box, and you can put your thoughts, concerns, ideas, and we can read it during the meetings. Okay, I also want to say, okay, I'm going to close with saying that I love everyone, and if you guys vote me for officer, I'm going to love you guys, and I'm going to be there.
Hi, if y'all don't know me, my name is Laura Gallardo. I'm a member of the International Thespian Society, and I'm in UIL production. When I first started high school my freshman year, I was too scared to do theater, even though it was my whole life in middle school. But I started meeting some pretty awesome people, and I promised myself to put myself back into what I love doing, even though I was really scared. So now that I'm fully involved in theater, I want the opportunity to show other people the kindness that was shown to me when I walked through those doors. I want to reignite someone's love for performing and welcoming them into the community where they won't be judged but celebrated. I know how big of an impact that had on me, and if I have a part in impacting someone's life like that, it would mean the world. I would be a really good candidate to be an officer. I'm very dedicated. You can ask Sammy, Elena, and Caroline how many times I've bugged them to rehearse lines, even at the most inconvenient moments. And I sincerely think that as an officer, I would be able to keep people on track, radiate positivity, instill a love for theater, and enact some new ideas. I would like to start off by saying that our theater department is pretty awesome as it is, and there are some really, really cool ideas that we are already implementing. but one of the ideas that I have is maybe we should start doing more day shows. I think what really sparked this idea was first semester Willy Wonka, when Dawson went out there in his little Willy Wonka costume, started taking pictures with people. I think that really gave them some suspense, and they just really wanted to see our show. And a lot of people came, and I feel like not only would day shows be beneficial for putting a spotlight on our theater community as a whole, it would bring in more funds and introduce people that maybe didn't even think about joining theater to our community. In conclusion, you should vote for me to be an officer in theater because I bring a combination of dedication, creativity, and leadership skills to the table. With my passion for theater and commitment to the success of our productions, I will work tirelessly to ensure that our theater program thrives and that every member feels valued and supported. Together, I believe we can create incredible experiences on and off stage. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Hernandez, or as most of y'all call me, Kay, and I think you should consider me as one of your 2024 to 2025 ITS officer. There are many reasons why you should consider me. My first reason is that I have a real passion for theater and what we do here. As our officer did this year, I want to continue to care about what we do and the people we are around. This department has brought me so much joy in my everyday life. This is where my passion is, my friends are, and even if it's corny, where my family is. It is my home away from home. I could not imagine my life if I had not had joined theater my freshman year. Even when I'm gray and old, theater will always be a part of me. Troop 6712 will always be something that I hold dear to my heart. I'm sorry. Theater brought light into my life when I was down, and I want to give that back to you and the new freshmen that will be joining us next year. Secondly, I am very dedicated to this theater department and the success of it. I've been in this department for 3 years now. I hold theater above any other activity in this school. I will always be someone who will be on time to every event, to every social, to everything. I will never have a huge commitment to anything else but this theater department. You will never see me holding something with more priority over this department. I will always be someone you can count on to be here. Finally, I have some ideas for fundraisers and some things that we can just do to gain attention. For some ideas I have is like a movie night where we can charge people for snacks and drinks. We can have like a musical movie night. As Ida said, theater workshops for like tech and acting, because I think with sound and lights, we really need people who really know what they're doing, and we just need more people to really gain understanding of what we do with that kind of stuff. I want to do a car wash instead of a garage sale, and partnering with more restaurants to gain funds like we are doing with Cane's next week, Monday. Vote for me because I will always be dedicated to you. Together we can make this theater department more supportive, welcoming, and inclusive community. I hope my joy for theater will infect every single one of you and the newcomers that will come next year.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Tiffany Johnson, and today I will be performing monologues from A Midsummer's Night Dream by William Shakespeare and my ITS Officer Speech Google Doc by Tiffany Johnson. Though she is but little, she is fierce. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to finish that. For those of you who haven't been to Texas Thespian Festival, that is the format you would use in your acting or singing competitions. These competitions can be very nerve-wracking. You sit in a silent room as people are called up and perform the best monologue you have ever seen. However, with enough preparation, those seemingly perfect individuals will not get to you because you know what you have and you know it's great. I want to get you there. As a 2-time national monologue qualifier, I've done my fair share of these acting competitions. I hope to share my experience with newcomers so that you won't be afraid like I was. If I'm elected as officer, I will host acting workshops every month and be available for one-on-one acting sessions. And it's for anyone who wants to come, anyone who wants to teach. And it can be for acting, tech, singing. I will make that available. That way, you can seek advice from me or your fellow peers. These workshops will be focused on what play we're currently performing, auditions for those school plays, Texas Thespian Festival competitions, and any outside acting activities you're pursuing. I love theater, and I look forward to the next year. Thank you.
Beloved Thespians. Okay. Or, as Murdoch says in production, High Saxy High School. If you don't know that joke, I hope you eventually do. My name is Caroline King, and I have had the privilege and pleasure of serving as your ITS 2023-2024 treasurer. I want to take a moment to let us reflect on what theater means to each of us. It is more than just a stage or a script. It is a sanctuary where we find solace, where we unleash our creativity, and where we forge lifelong friendships. Regardless of who will be elected today, I know we'll carry the responsibility of nurturing and guiding our theater family, because everyone in this room has changed my life, even in the tiniest ways, for the better. But let us remember that leadership is not merely about holding a title. It is about serving with humility, integrity, and dedication. I wish to become as great as a student leader as those before me who have taught me their loving ways. You have given me a family, even when I feel like I didn't deserve one. We're gonna get a little personal here. Sorry. These memories from this past year will forever hold a tight and special place in my soul. The tears shed, the cheers yelled, and the overall love for our art is a passion I've recently found. I've never really felt that passion before. It is my dream to make at least one individual here today or next year feel the passion that I do as of now. I've struggled to find my group in high school, jumping from volleyball, drill, wranglers, and I never really felt that feeling of belonging until I stepped into my first Theater 1 class with Miss Rotan, as some of you know. I found my people within you. You all make me feel as though I was meant to be here from the start. And I would be honored to guide those younger than me, as well as those lovely seniors we have. As we cast our votes today, let us choose not based off popularity or personal bias, but rather someone that will truly embody the spirit of our theater community. I give my word to lead by example, lead with empathy, and lead with a heart full of love for our theater family. Thank you, and may the spirit of theater guide us in our decision-making process today.
If you don't know who I am, my name is Emery Lauer. I have been a part of most of all of the shows this year, as many as I could, and even worked on. And I even helped out with the UIL show by helping make necklaces. I transferred to Saxe from Naaman in my sophomore year, and I got involved with theater as soon as I could, as soon as I got here. I quickly found acceptance with the people in this department. I felt such a welcome and kind atmosphere, and if elected, I will do my best to keep that going. One thing I've kept close with me throughout this entire experience in high school theater is something my dad has told me. That because the cast is so tightly knit, it's like a group of soldiers. And if they don't come together and work together to get through the battlefield, then they will fall apart and they will fail. And I feel like here at Saxe, we are a great embodiment of that saying, because all of the casts I've been a part of and all of the tech groups I've been a part of have been so closely knit and so sewn together that any of the challenges that we have faced as a cast or as a group of tech kids has just been a minor inconvenience to what was an astounding show. My main focus is to keep everything smooth and efficient. Having experience in schools theater, in Naaman School's theater department, as well as this one, I can confidently say that Saxe has something special.
Even if I'm not elected, I will continue to give this department my best. I want to further the great energy and the great atmosphere we have here at SACSI, and I feel like if elected, I could do a wonderful job of that. I'm ready and I'm willing to give my all to this department. Theater comes before anything in my life, and I feel like that is something that I can move us forward with. Thank you for your time.
As I say, start off these speeches that are already happening are great, and it's going to be a hard battle. But hello, wonderful people of SMT. My name is Anthony Martinez, and I'm here today to express my love and passion for this program, and the desire to be one of your officers. See, over the past year, I've found my true purpose in this program, with my incredible journey this program has given me, in roles such as Charlie Buckets to even King Henry VIII. I've seen the magic of theater performance firsthand, but I'm not here to talk about the parts I played. I'm here to talk about a bigger role I want to play in this program. See, a wise, fashionable man once told me, "Be truthful, there is no point in lying." Those words stuck with me, and as I stand here today, I believe in honesty and the power of palpable change. As an officer, I am committed to implementing opportunities for inclusion within our program. Just one of those is our very own JOTS, which is a great start, but I believe I can do more. Because ensuring that every member feels welcome, heard, supported is valued heavily. I want to plan more than just a schedule. I want to plan experiences from the haunted house to shows, and the way to do that is by having backup plans and timing stuff to make sure efficiency. This intends to create immersive events and captivate our audience and showcase the incredible talent within our program. I am dedicated to supporting our crews, actors, and directors during every show, because theater is about more than just the final performance. It's about the journey and the shared sense of purpose we uphold. I've been fortunate to witness the dedication and care of Ms. Jernigan and Mr. Murdoch, who have shown me what true leadership looks like. While it's sad to say goodbye to Ms. Jernigan, I'm excited to welcome a new teacher next year and show them the magic of SACSI Mustang Theater. But it also sucks to say goodbye to the talented seniors this year, who have shown me the true essence of theater as a place of comfort and imagination. And I am determined to carry on their legacy, because they have left us with a foundation to grow as a department next year. I'm a movie guy, so I always like this quote, and it's from Dead Poets Society. "You must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think of them odd or unpopular." My biggest plan for SMT is to celebrate every victory, every trophy, every accomplishment as a collective, because when one of us succeeds, we all succeed. And let's share our triumphants, support each other through challenges, and continue to make SACSI Theater a place of everlasting memories and unforgettable experiences. As I stand here today, I am filled with love for this program and excited for the future. I cannot wait to share it with the incoming freshmen next year and inspire them to embark on their own journey within our theater family. Thank you all for listening, and together, let's write the next chapter of SACSI Mustang Theater.
Hi, I'm Olivia Ratcliffe, and this is why you should vote me as ITS officer. I am incredibly dedicated to this program. I've been here since my freshman year, and I've loved it ever since. My sophomore year this year, I joined production because I know that I loved theater, and it was the right decision because I've had so much fun in production, and I've really formed new friendships and a new love for theater. I've met so many amazing people within ITS, and you all have become my family. Theater is my safe space, and I'm not afraid to be myself around you all. Becoming an officer would mean so much to me because this department means so much to me. I would love to have the same impact on you all as my former officers have, who have made me feel welcome. I will always be involved, attending every meeting, and I will still attend JOTS meetings because JOTS appreciation, and I will complete any task given to me with efficiency and dedication. I also had experience with being an officer, yes, JOTS officer, which is very different, but it has helped me become a leader.
in one way or another. One of my ideas is to have a theater dinner, which we perform, but we serve dinner and the people pay for it, obviously, because we need to raise funds because we are very underfunded. Another idea is to have restaurants like how we are now, Cane's, sponsor us within our socials. I think doing a lot more of that. Again, we need funds. I also think we should visit middle schools and advertise this theater department for upcoming freshmen, because expanding our department will help us in so many ways. I think we could talk about future shows that are coming up, just get them excited for the new year. Speaking of freshmen, I will welcome them with open arms, just as you all welcomed me, and I hope that they will develop a passion for theater as I have. Overall, I'm very dedicated to ITS, and I will make sure to be the best officer I can be with all my effort. Vote for me for ITS officer for the 2024 to 2025 school year.
Hi everyone, if you don't know me already, my name is Summer Sana. I'm a junior and I'm running for ITS officer. Woo! If I try, please don't. I'm emotional right now. Okay. March 27th, 2024. If y'all don't know what that date is, it's the day that we had our UIL Zone 1 competition. It's also the first day that I tried in front of people in 4 years. I was so proud of our troop and everything that we persevered in order to get to our position that we are now. Something I would do when I become a 2024-2025 officer is to use social media to branch out more. So for an example, we haven't used our Twitter since She Kills Monsters.
Right? But good luck fighting out.
Anyway. And we've had to make 3 different TikTok accounts because people kept forgetting the password.
That was not me.
And I feel like using social media and Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, maybe we can use that to get our name out more and help parents and boosters and teachers and students, everyone else, find their way to theater, even if it's not in person. I'm also in the A4 class, and being in production has helped me be in more leadership positions, from assistant head to room leader in haunted house to stage manager in senior dress. These positions have helped me become more responsible and has taken me to the capabilities that I would not have today. Another thing that most of you don't know is that I'm already an officer in NSA. I am the social chair, and I've been the social chair all year round. And from this experience of being an officer, I know the time, dedication, and patience that it takes to be in a management position, and what it's like to contribute to something bigger and to have something more meaningful. If you can tell, I'm very nervous.
It's all good, Summer.
I also have the dedication that we need in this department. Although I might not have been that dedicated in my freshman year, in my sophomore and junior year, making new friends have led me to spread out and become more myself. And you all know that I am dedicated because y'all probably heard me yelling at Anthony to memorize his lines for senior dress.
Yep.
I am willing to take this troop to a whole different level and to make theater not only an elective but an experience. Thank you.
Hello, my Saxy family. I'm Catherine Stewart, or as I'm lovingly known throughout this community as Kat. Is that I'm an extremely hard worker. If you need Kat to do something, Kat's going to do something. If you need Kat to go get something, or you need Kat to tell someone something else, I will be that guy. You know, I want to be someone that can be relied upon, and someone that basically the base of this community. And I also know that I am very committed. There's literally nothing else that I have going on other than theater that can pull me away from theater. I love being with all of my friends from theater, and I love all of you. I have grown so much since my freshman year, and I have gained so much more confidence. Like during my UIL auditions last year to get into this class, I completely shut down. I was gonna say a whole monologue, and I was gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm the greatest. But then my mind, poof, nothing came out, and I felt completely like disappointed in myself and alone. But if you know me, I have grown to be a lot more charismatic and confident in myself, and as well as to, I don't know, audition for shows instead of just being the regular old cat who's in costume crew. I would like to shout out to all my friends like Olivia and Julianne and Sammy and I guess I don't see Zach. And literally everyone in the UIL class, especially the seniors who have been a great influence on me personally. Next year, I'm going to be a junior, which is crazy to me, and I want to be able to share this life that Saxony Mustang Theater has been in my life towards incoming freshmen and the freshmen that are already here and the people that are older than me. I just want to be a really good influence and just someone that people can talk to and love and give love to others. I had this idea since I've seen things going around about how JOTS is going to be performing during the senior directs in between the shows. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's a good idea. Why don't we do that more? And I think we should have JOTS, like, have a little connection between JOTS and the ITS officers so that they can perform before our public shows. And because really, we are all a community within this theater, and if we can bring more people in through JOTS and into this like theater community, then it'll be great, right? I would like to end my speech with the fact that I love pretty much everyone here, except for Kofi. I'm just kidding. And even if I don't end up an officer, I'm still going to continue and be active and be as annoyingly, painstakingly hardworking as anyone else in my UIL theater production class. I hope you know that I love you, and you should definitely vote for me.
Okay, hello fellow Thespians. As some of you may know, my name is Elena Stovall, and I'm a current junior here at Saxony High School. So I want to tell you why you vote me to be your ITS officer for next year. For starters, I got ITS president as an underclassman, a sophomore going into theater, which I think alone proves a lot about my accountability and leadership skills to be elected as president as an underclassman. So instead of talking about myself at the beginning, I'm going to tell you about all the different achievements we've reached this year while I was in office, as well as all my fellow officers. I started this year with hope for an amazing theater season, and what we got was better than I could have ever imagined. Just to name a few of our greatest accomplishments, this year, we are now a gold level Thespian honor cheerleader. We are sending over 10 people to nationals. We had 5 students receive a Scholar Distinction Award. We had a UIL advancing show. We had 6 successful socials. We volunteered for Arbor Day. We had a fundraising night. We are gonna have a fundraising night. And we have a marvelous growing booster club, as well as got recognized by the school board. Not only that, but we also had multiple Jocks improv shows. And most importantly of all, we're helping build the foundation of the future of our troupe for all those that come after us. All the underclassmen, all the middle schoolers, and these are all the huge accomplishments that we've achieved just this year. Okay, so now I am going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about why I think I'm qualified for this position. For starters, my sophomore year, I got elected as president of Jocks, and then my junior year, I got elected as president of ITS. I think that just shows my leadership capabilities and speaking abilities to groups of people. And I've learned many different leadership abilities, and I'm able to provide guidance and support to other students, peers, and teachers. I also gained much better public speaking abilities through improv, thus bringing me to my next point. I have done just about every single position there is in theater. I have been a stage manager, an actor, an understudy, and I've gotten not casted before. I've done just about all of it. I've been on top and on the bottom. And I've also shown my dedication to this department by doing every single show since the start of my freshman year. Not only that, but I'm involved with the film class here at Saxe, and I've written multiple films and directed my own films, which I pulled people from within theater to give myself and them different ways and opportunities to expand their horizons. I'm also the creative director for my senior report, meaning I can help our shows gain popularity and publicity so we have larger audiences rather than just parents and students. I'm also involved in the business club here at Saxe, where I've learned to talk to people and get their attention when speaking in a room, where I got to advance to state this year, and there I took more leadership classes, learning about how to lead a group of people. And okay, enough about me. I want to help our department. And I feel as though this department needs a lot of help with funding, finance, advancing the already really good booster club, and getting sponsors. I've come up with multiple viable solutions and ideas for possible fundraisers for next year. Okay, starting, the first one being holding an acting and technical workshop, not for us, but for middle schoolers. Whenever you were in middle school and you saw a high schooler, I don't know, this was just me, but I always looked up to them. Like, they were someone that I wanted to be. And now we're in that position. We can help give them our guidance. So my idea for this was sometime in the summer, we get all those 8th grade orientation nights, we get their information, and we give them flyers about different workshops that we can do, we can lead as a troupe to teach them all the things that we do in high school theater. Because yes, we go and we slam papers in their faces at all these 8th grade orientations, but how often does that actually stick? I don't know. And I think we should do more. And this could even be a fundraiser where we could charge like $5 to $10 for different middle school classes to come. And yeah, I think that'd be a really good idea. And another fundraiser idea I have is an Easter extravaganza hunt, where we hold an Easter egg hunt somewhere outside the school, probably being the front lawn football field, and hold an Easter egg hunt either during the day or during the weekend. This could either be for students at Saxe High School, or it could be for elementary students or middle school students to come, and it could be like $5 or $10 charge, and get hide eggs. We could do like a whole like show of it. And then another idea I have come up with, this is an idea I said last year. Although it was hard to implement last year, I think there's definitely a possibility for it, which is some sort of show or production held during the school day, besides just our normal theater shows, such as maybe a lip sync battle, or America's Got Talent, or The Voice type of show held during B8, and we could charge around $5 to $10 to try and invite as many students as possible. And now, for my biggest and greatest idea, drum roll. Okay, I want to implement next year. Okay, this year I was lucky enough to attend the Texas State Thespian Festival, where I went through the process of learning how to be an STO. Although I didn't get this position, this was an extremely enriching process where I learned how to plan socials, plan a banquet, equipped to new leadership skills and abilities, and my favorite was learn about how to create a philanthropy committee. As I stated earlier, this year I am also in our school's business club called DECA right now, and something I loved about the club is the fact that every month they had some sort of volunteer or philanthropy event where they went out in the community and volunteered as a group, or they started a drive, like they did a sock drive earlier this year, or they just all did these all different volunteer and philanthropy events. And I think that was a wonderful idea that we should implement in theater. Yes, okay. And so the fact that they had philanthropy projects each month, I thought was an overall really good idea. And yes. Not to mention reaching out and helping our community will benefit us in so many ways. For starters, the more we reach out and help, the more publicity our troupe gets, and the more notice we get by the school district. and the school district is the one providing us with money to do the things that we do. The more we get noticed, the more we grow as a troop, the more money we'll receive for UIL, for going on trips, for getting everything paid for by the district. So we want to grow as much as possible. And so my proposal is that next year we start a philanthropy committee. On this committee, we will have a representative from each grade, so 4 students total. They will represent their grade. So whoever's running will run for their specific grade, and they will plan monthly or bi-monthly community events for our troop and thespians to do. These representatives should be good at planning, working together, and communicating to plan these community events and outings. Now, why do I think this is a good idea? It would give underclassmen a role in leadership and planning in order to prepare them for future leadership positions, while also benefiting a charitable cause, as well as would help our theater troupe become more recognized by the school and community. Bringing me to my last point, I think our ITS meetings need to be a bit longer, and this is something that was slightly implemented this year with a couple games that we played at the beginning of the year, but as the year went on, it kind of slowly stopped, and I would rather us have more games and more mini workshops built into all the meetings instead of just giving updates about shows that we all already know are happening because we're all already in them. And so I think these could be some fun activities or games. Yes. In conclusion, I have a huge love for theater and would love to help improve and better the department through implementing these new notions. With that being said, much love and good luck to all the other candidates.
Hello, friends. My name is Sammy, and I'm running to be your ITS officer this year. Yes, I'm so overjoyed to be running finally for an ITS position. I have led JOTS for about 2 years, and that has taught me so much and has made me really enjoy being an officer. Now, let's run it back to the start. So, about three or so years ago, I joined this department, and since then, I have tried to do my best to contribute to this department. Since my first show, Matilda, so long ago, I have felt so overwhelmingly accepted and welcomed by this theater department. Now, throughout my theater journey, there's been a lot of difficulties. I mean, we've stumbled through shows that have been canceled, new directors, but we've made it through all of it, and this past year, I mean, genuinely with UIL, and with all the shows that have been happening, I have felt a renewed love for theater. And I've appreciated this department, especially because of the newcomers that have entered this department. All you new people, hi Addie, you're a freshman, and all these new, the new blood has made me so excited to see what this theater department is going to go into. I see myself in all of you because I see how I felt when I joined as a freshman. And that is a big part of my campaign. You're all so charming and so funny, and I'm not just flattering you. Now, what I want to do is that I want to make sure that each new person that joins this department, or somebody who's been here for a while and maybe hasn't been noticed, I want to make sure that we understand you when you need help, we are patient with you when you need help, and that we understand and listen to you when you have an idea, because as officers, we are only an extension of this department's success. The people that are just in the classes, you are also a vital part of the success. And I want to make sure that everybody, no matter what role you play, tech or backstage, is valued, because you are such an important part of this department. Now, I kind of got lost there. By being here, you demand respect, and it is up to us and to everybody here, the directors and the officers, to give it to you. So now, for my plans, I don't want to say a lot of things that I probably can't achieve, so I'm just going to go with the things that are directly in my control. I want to make sure that we create a more accessible and rewarding theater department by integrating newer students in things such as more socials and improving our bigs and little system, which is kind of non-existent. And I would also want to continue to work with the JOTS officers that we have. JOTS is such an important club, and there's so many skills taught there that are necessary for the shows that we're doing. And I also would like to connect more to the fellow officers that are going to be, that if I make an officer position, I would love to connect with the people that are running as well to create a more unified mindset so that we can get more things through. You know, we We don't work well when we're all divided and we all have different ideas. When we're all working in one kind of like a one-track mind, it's easier to get things through. You all know I've loved theater. I mean, I've loved this department. I'm involved in a lot of other things, but this is always, as I've joined new things, I've realized that this is really where I belong. I love doing other extracurriculars, but theater is inexplicably special to me. And so by being an officer in this department, I would love to see it grow and flourish even more, and I would love to leave a legacy for people who are just coming in next year. I know that this is a huge responsibility, but as somebody who has served as a JOTS officer for the past 2 years, I understand that is a big commitment, and I am ready to make that commitment as somebody who will be a senior next year. So with all that in mind, please consider me.